We're gonna be eating today Costco's rotisserie chicken salad with Parmesan cheese and Caesar salad. Excuse me, Caesar dressing. This is a Caesar salad today. I'm not gonna be eating the Caesar dressing. I actually pop on some pumpkin seeds. This is also the Go Raw from Costco, and I just go. So I accidentally went to YWAM, which is a school in they're all over the world. Excuse me. They're all over the world, and don't let me forget the croutons. It's so big. Like I'm down here in Miami, and they have one in Brickell. You know what I mean? Like they're everywhere. They're all over the country. They're all over the world. Oh my goodness. I have like leaf. Don't let that gross you out. It's just a leaf. I'm out here in the wilderness, out here at a park eating. This is Costco strawberry banana smoothie. I'm a big fan. It's only $3.99. Is it $2.99 or $3.99? I'm gonna fact check that. But this is really affordable. I'm a big fan. Okay, I need to get my angles right because I don't need to be so close. So let's get into it. So I started at YWAM back in 2023, and I had an experience where my sister had been going for so long. It's a college. Oh no, oh no. It's a college. Let me get my thumbnail quick. And your only credentials you need to join the college is to be a Christian. Now, I do this because I have no problems with Christians. I'm a Christian myself. But the reason I do that is because, you guys, the way that they go about things, it gets really interesting. So follow along. Mm, I love this delicious food. By the way, thank you for all the follows and all the subscribers on my last mukbang. Love you guys so much. So, YWAM. It stands for Youth with a Mission. The only credential you need to be as a Christian that they consider a Christian, which you can only imagine the guidelines are just so weird. Oh, let me get some pumpkin seeds. Let me get some pumpkin seeds. I've met people there that were Satanists months before. Mm. And the pumpkin seeds are salted. Mm-hmm. And they gave their life over to Christ, which is terrific. But when you're going to YWAM, whether you go to their main base, which is what they call their colleges, is in Hawaii on the Big Island in Kona. It's kind of like a big deal, you know? And that's where the one I went to. Because my sister lives there and she goes there and she volunteers there and she works there for free and she's been doing that as like a do-gooder. Technically the word would be a missionary. Excuse me. I have to stop giving you a shot of the bottom of this. I'm sorry. Technically the word is missionary. And she's been talking to me into doing it. And so I went because I was just in a point in my life where I wanted to give back. So I thought that would be a good place to go for obvious reasons. That's what they're known for. They're number one in the nation for missions. And I went. The reason I'm doing this story time in the first place in my mukbang is because when I would look things up about the show, there was like nothing to be found. I gotta go get one of these croutons for you guys. There was nothing to be found. People would make like these exposés kind of, but I don't know. There was just something weird about watching them. It just seemed like they didn't know how to really articulate what they had experienced. They knew it was bad. They just couldn't really articulate it. Now, I've been having a heck of a time doing the same because They really warped the Bible there. Mm. Mhm. So I go, I mean, I am not a negative Nancy. The place was dirty, filthy, and full of pests. And we have a leader. The leader, your missions that you're going to be going to will be in these rural, completely destitute places where they're still practicing. I can't use the word on YouTube because I don't want to get demonetized or shadow banned, but they still eat people, follow along. They still eat other people in the places that we are supposed to go. And we are famously known for going, like Papua New Guinea, for instance. If you know, you know. Leave a comment below if you are a YWAMer. Let me know your experience and what you've experienced um, traveling with them. Because my sister's been doing it for years, and they've had her left in war zones. And being essayed. I've heard of other stories of people being essayed. Not my sister, excuse me. Um, I don't want to put that out there. My sister was not essayed. Other people at that school have been going on their mission trip because you have to understand a lot of the people that are these squirrels and these ducks at this park. I'm so sorry. I'm looking around. They're here. They're looking for the food. They're hungry. And I have to like attack them over a piece of lettuce. You see them? They're on my last nerve. Like I literally had to start my video late because they're attacking me. I'm scared. They're like on the look. No, no, no. No, that's not. Mm, so this pest everywhere. Go there, and then there's this leader. A lot of things go down when you go to these. They call it the DTS, where you actually go to your missions trip, and you go to these rural areas where it's just you and a bunch of 20-year-olds who have very weird. They're the weirdest people in the world, and I mean it like the. I mean well. I mean this to be well intended. If you want to send your kid to YWAM, I don't want you to watch this and think, "Oh, he's eating food. He's such a joke." I mean this like I feel like this is going to be a digestible way to understand the experience that may be digestible being a pun. The experience that maybe you or your child may be privy to because if you don't know, why you can go for all ages like any college. Like I said, you don't need to be graduated from anything. You just need to be a Christian, but not for any surmountable amount of time. Because I know people that were Satanists before they walked in that door. Interesting operation that they have going over there. I'm still chasing off squirrels. They're so aggressive here too, and hungry. Um, and my leader, my leading teacher was this lady named Hannah Saker. In my opinion, in my experience, I went to Kona, Hawaii on the Big Island, like I said before. In my experience, do not go to Kona, Hawaii, DT, Miami, DT, Kona, Hawaii, on the Big Island. There's this program called the DTS, which I can't remember what the acronym stands for, but it's like is when you go. It's when they're training you to go on your trip, on your mission trip. The whole time they're supposed to be training you to be around people that eat other people, and that's to say the least. You have to sleep with nets over you when you go to Africa because of the rats and the, excuse me for eating, rats and the flies and the fleas and the ticks. What is it? The mosquitoes. That's the word I'm looking for. The mosquitoes. Mm-mm. Not me. No. No, no, no. Now the scores are really gonna count. Um, and then you just have a bunch of 20-year-olds with you leading you. Like somebody a couple years older than me who was 27 was leading us. Was somebody I was supposed to go and talk to about my problems, and I was like, why would I talk to this random dude about? But I understand they needed probably for some legal reason to have somebody for you to talk to. But they formed this as like, this is a teacher, this is some sort of leader. No, he's not. He went to Italy for 3 months, and now he's in my face trying to tell me something. I'm like, what? And my dude's name was like Tyler or whatever. He was like nice enough, you know. But he was like meet with them once a week to do nothing. Like, I guess he was like, do you have any complaints? Yeah, nice enough guy. I don't know. No structure. Every week they have a new speaker comes in. It's just like you kind of go to church, like a really weak service, with all they're doing is telling you personal stories about them that have nothing to do with God, but they're just so excited to be in Hawaii on the church's dollar. It's such a waste of $10,000. Hmm? It's $10,000 to go to that school. Hmm. And they come in like that, rude as ever. They tell you when you can pay your bill, right? Okay, so we all know how payments work, right? There was a payment I needed to make that a lot of people needed to make at some point, like at some point we just all had to make a payment, like most of my class or whatever. We were not late. We were within the time frame, right? Follow me. They put our names on a board, and when you paid, they would check your name off. Never at the end of class, they would tell 60-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds that they still need to pay their bill, and they're going to check them off. A 29-year-old named Hannah Saker would do that, allegedly, in my experience. When she would degrade us like that in front of the whole class, she would text us privately, keep us updated. She would have us on a board sitting there in a classroom where we could go in and, I guess, hang out, if you will. Even though there were mad roaches in there, so didn't nobody want to hang in there. But anyways, let me just, because the college that they have us in, it's called Chips. Look it up. I'll tell you. They will not show you the inside of that place because it's disgusting. It's a rundown old hotel in front of a ocean, so that looks fabulous. The ocean is fabulous, right? No one's complaining about that, but why is this place so allegedly bug infested? Like, what? It was, oh my goodness, it was fucking disgusting. Like, I spent so much money eating away from the college. Let me just put it this way. I spent $900 and like Oh no, this duck is back. I'm gonna have to wrap up. I spent $900. All right, the first couple weeks of school, mm, the first month, I think it was maybe 700 on food just to eat away from there because it was so underkept. And then they had us cleaning, and they would be on us with a whip, like, "Where were you? You need to clean." It was like, where are the people that are supposed to do that? But everyone's volunteering there. I sound so much like a negative Nancy, but I just want you to know the $10,000 experience you're going to be paying for, guys. You find in Hawaii, I was there a couple weeks early with because my sister lives there, right? Going to banquets, meeting people. But you know what actually really stuck out to me? I would continuously ask, what am I going to be setting? What am I going to be doing? Where am I going to be going? What? It's all up in the air. No one can tell you anything. They all say, no one had just an experience. No one has an experience. And I was like, well, what am I going to be doing? I guess it sounds so interesting. And that maybe would have gotten me in. And that's probably why you're going. Because no one can really put their finger exactly on what you're going to be doing. Because I'm sure what you're going to be doing is having like fivesomes in damn Africa, listening to some 24-year-old talk about how he has visions and God told him to do this. Oh yeah, there's many stories out there, and your innocent daughter's out there getting a train ran on her because like she's listening to some cute 24-year-old tell her uh, that he has visions. It's weird there. I'm trying to sound the alarm. I used to just I look at my sister sometimes. I'll like blink if you are being held captive, but like they tell you to keep secrets there. Okay, because I'm going to say this to say this. They make you expose everything about yourself. It's a big part of the culture that they really push that. And it's like, if you're not doing it, you're not serious enough, you're not godly enough, and they're not going to let you progress to the next thing. But the next thing isn't, which would be your DTS, your actual going. So when you go to Hawaii, you go to Hawaii for 3 weeks, excuse me, 3 months, and they're training you to go to Papua New Guinea and give aid to camp to people who are eating other people or whatever insert scenario is. But that's a really big thing about YWAM. That's what they do. They aid Papua New Guinea people, and that's what they need. They promise to stop eating other people. I need to stop saying that. Then they will be able to, we will aid them. That's like literally a thing. So there is no structure. I'm not trying to say, no, guys, it's all at the hip. It's a bunch of 23, 24, 25-year-olds trying to pick up some scraps of a loose ended program. And it's like, well, they got us here. We're stuck here. We're enjoying the island. We're right in front of an ocean. They just kind of get the benefit of already getting us there. Warm is not special. The people that like it, they're like Hawaii. They like the adventure they went on. Warm is so mid and dark. Mm-mm-mm. And like, as much as I said, other people have a hard time expressing exactly what it is that we saw. I'm going to do my due diligence. I'm not going to cram it all in one video. Excuse me. I have so much wildlife around me. I'm just looking all around. I'm not going to cram it all in one video. I'm going to do a series. I'm going to make a playlist. I'm going to let you guys follow along because maybe it is really boring. I know personally it was really boring for me to do my research, but it's your life and you don't get it back. You got to be careful when you're out here in these places with these weird people you don't know who are all over the world who have these different renditions of the Bible, because YWAM accepts it all because they want all the money. They're fundraising, they're throwing and promoting themselves to you the whole time. And it's like, okay, I'm already here. Can you just teach me what I need to do to go to Papua New Guinea and to aid these people? Because you don't know where you're going to go the whole time. The whole time they try to, um, what's the word? Steer you along, you know? Oh, it's so weird. It was such a weird experience. And it's like the whole time you just want to be so positive. You're like, oh, I'm a missionary now. I'm getting back. And you don't need them to fill your mind up with that. You're doing that yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. You're doing something, nothing wrong with that. I'm not done eating, but I am gonna wrap up my salad. I'm gonna bring out a snack in a second. But what they do is like, there's nothing wrong with being excited about what you've just, I want to see if there's any more croutons left. There's nothing wrong with being excited about what you've just signed up to do. My problem is, don't be blind. Don't be blind. You still have to watch over yourself, and you need to listen to me if you want to go there. If you don't want to go there and you're just listening to this mukbang and this has nothing to do with you, you know. Sorry if I got a little too intense. I'm not gonna make that face again. That was not cute. But no, let me actually wrap this up. No, but I just really want to like actually be of service and I really want to help. And I know, like I said before, I don't want to cram it all in one video. I just don't think that that's all necessary. I want to be a little bit more authentic and cash. So, like I said, there's going to be a playlist of this. So follow along. Maybe YWAM, mukbang, YWAM, you know, mukbang story times, you know, but I want, because this is a real place and it's so popular if you're a Christian. And I know people are all over the world watching my channel.